Hello YouTubers, welcome to our channel. I'm Scoob.
And I'm Scales.
First off, we want to thank you for joining us in our first official video.
Yes, we appreciate that you've taken the time to tune in. Today we're going to be playing the park.
So let's get started.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
So, here we are, Atlantic Island Amusement Park.
And straight off the bat, we noticed some poor motherhood by leaving her child unattended and the window open.
But yeah, if it gets hot, he's going to need some air.
He's not a dog.
We're just going to walk around for a bit, get our bearings, take in a bit of the scenery. I think I'll go up this road, have a look, see what's going on. Well, that's actually a little bit of a porcupine. I'm going up this road for a reason. If you go head into the mist, up where the entrance to the park is, you will actually unlock an achievement.
Although we're moving quite slowly, we do get the option to run a little bit later.
During this walkthrough, we unlocked a 4,000 gamer score on Xbox One. So if you want to unlock the same score, all you have to do is follow this guide to completion.
Oh, I have things I need to do in the park.
For the achievement I mentioned before, it should pop right about here. However, the notification didn't capture on our console, so I do apologise for that. Okay, so with that slight excursion out of the way, it's time to return to the main game.
This walk is completely optional. You can actually go straight from the car to the turnstiles to start the main game.
Attention patrons, the park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience.
Well, this is the busiest park I've ever seen.
I wonder if we could get away with queue jumping right about now.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
A tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who use their talents to bring a dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all of those who follow after. Got some candy?
No, go away!
What?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Wait for Mommy, Callum!
My name's not Callum.
Wait for Mommy, Callum!
This way.
Achievement number 2. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Wait up there for Mommy, Callum.
This way,
There's something
Mommy.
special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed.
Wait up there for Mommy, Callum!
Catch me, Mommy.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car!
Come on, Mommy.
Callum, where are you going?
Come on, this way.
Not being funny, but surely having the escalator as the sole access to the park is a massive health and safety violation.
Oh God. The park. What happened here?
And now we can run.
Yes, that's correct. We are now in full-on horror territory. The game is about to ramp up.
You can't catch me.
I fucking can.
One of this game's best features is the visuals.
Although, if I was to walk into an abandoned theme park looking like this, I definitely would have turned around and gone back out.
I don't think you're alone on that one, Scoop. Reminds me a lot of Silent Hill, especially the third game where you go into an abandoned theme park.
Ironically.
Yes. Okay, so on the right here is the House of Horrors. We aren't going in here just yet.
Right now we're just looking for our shitbag of a son who's run off.
Yeah, what kind of son would leave his mother in a literal nightmare?
He don't care. I mean, there's literally no one around.
No, but there is a Chad!
And a shoe!
I think this belongs to Callum.
Well, it's not going to belong to anyone else, is it? I mean, you can't even buy in branded trainers, no wonder you ran off.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class, Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight, Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job, Chad will die a useless slob.
What is this about?
Purchase the land on Solomon Island for a pittance. I might add whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals. Just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers have arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter with a curse, carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible dark things, the land remembers, sir. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I had a great vision for this place, and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park, the name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing.
That was a bit eerie.
Just a tad.
Callum, stay where you are!
Maybe it was Chad.
I don't know, but it looks like we're going to be going on our first ride.
The Tunnel of Love.
Mommy?
If we could get on the bloody swan.
I think that swan needs a clean.
Wait, Callum!
Okay, so this bit is actually probably the creepiest part of the game and the longest part of the game as well.
The tale that gets told is actually quite an interesting version, so I do recommend listening carefully.
Yes, we'll let you listen to the story on this one.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. "What will become of us?" the woodcutter asked his wife one night. "I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there." "No, my wife," said the man. "Then we will all 4 starve, you fool." Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. "Do not fret, Gretel," Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets. The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. "Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself," the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again. Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days. The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. "Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?" An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. "Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you." But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. "Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you."
Wi-Fi in Fortnite.
The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed. Once inside the house, the old woman changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him. Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand. I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked. And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
I remember when I first saw that swan turn his head around, I absolutely shit my pants.
I never got the stains out of mine.
And on that note, people, we're going to call it right there.
Thank you all again for watching, and we'll see you again in part 2.